Portugal's sun-drenched Algarve, traditionally one of the world's golfing hotspots. So much of this amazing coastline beautifully and subtly modelled to form some of the most enjoyable and yet hugely challenging courses on the planet. Offering the best of them, Amendeira Golf Resort, home to two stunning courses designed by two of the biggest names of the sport, Chrissy O'Connor Jr. and Nick Faldo. These championship courses, the backdrop for the annual Oceanico World Kids Golf Championships, now in its 10th year and featuring some of the most promising stars of tomorrow. Our reporter Ella Clark sets the scene.
Welcome to Amendeira Resort. We're here on the second day of the Oceanico World Kids Golf Championship, and it's been a great second day. Let's take a look at the best bits.
This is my first tournament I played here, and it motivated me because you get to see what it would be like being on tour and kind of playing those big events where you get to see all these people and these interviews as well. With the caddies and the bibs and all of that, you feel like you're really playing a pro tournament with this huge leaderboard behind us as well. You get to see it, and it's nice. It's nice coming here.
It's fairly focused, but you know, that's a very good life lesson, and that sincerity of endeavour is a good thing, and it's to be admired. There's a lovely mix of people here internationally, so your child is getting an opportunity, you know, to mix with how people.
I think it's really good. The facilities are good, and the course is in great condition, and I made lots of new friends.
I think it's very well organised. The level of competition's really good. Yep, it's great, and it's great to get out with the kids and see them progress and their ability to play golf, basically.
Well, the future's with the children. You know, it's important to be able to establish a junior competition, a junior golf tournament. The juniors are what the future of golf's all about.
The Oceanico Group, the company behind the Amendeira Resort, first launched the Kids Golf Championship 10 years ago. Ella spoke with Chris Howell.
Has this event grown over the years?
When we started, we didn't really appreciate how big this event would become. It has over the years. It's grown, become more popular. The kids that attend here are coming now from all over the world. I mean, it really has become an international event. And the sponsorship as well has grown. We now have title sponsors, worldwide brands. So it's really moved on. It's become a major event in the calendar.
And do you think we could see the next Rory McIlroy or Paula Creamer come through an event like this?
When you look at the quality of these kids, bear in mind that they start at 5 years of age, and how they play and their mentality and their attitude to the game, and they're playing on full tour golf courses and they're scoring under par. I think there's every possibility that we may see a star here today of the future. So yeah, I think it's highly probable.
So how serious is this event taken?
This event not only is a date now that people actually look for every year in the diary. We're fully subscribed, so we've had maximum numbers now for the past 10 years. But this event is as close to the real thing. So in other words, any of the big European tour events on both the ladies and the men's tours, we emulate that with the scoreboards, with the interviews. The players get interviewed after they've played. There are caddies, and the facilities are set up with a players' lounge. So it really does set these kids up in a manner that they would, in the future, be familiar with. So it's serious, and we take it seriously.
Amendeira offers something for everyone, from luxury accommodation with panoramic views of beautifully manicured greens. To top-of-the-range sports facilities, including a FIFA-standard football pitch and 2 AstroTurf pitches, offering a pre-season training venue for clubs such as Ajax, West Brom and Aston Villa, along with 6 tennis courts, a fully equipped pro shop, and a state-of-the-art gymnasium. Oceanico World Kids Golf is a lot more than just golf. But if you do like golf, the Amendoida, Faldo and O'Connor Championship courses are hard to beat. So if you are thinking of coming to stay, don't delay, as once you've had the Amendoida experience, you'll want to come back for more.
More players than ever have entered this year, but the biggest rise has been seen crucially among the girls. Ella spoke to Mark Lichtenheim, the chairman of the European Ladies Tour.
And how do you feel the courses compare here to the typical LET courses?
Well, these two courses could definitely compete with anything that we play on the Ladies European Tour. They're absolutely, both of them, tournament standard. I don't think any of our members would complain for 1 second to have to be playing on either of them, and it would be fantastic if we could make that happen one day. But no, really excellent courses here.
What do you think makes Amendoida special?
Well, I think obviously you have two fantastic championship courses, which makes it special for anybody who loves playing golf. But I think the setting you have here, which really couldn't be better, the welcome that everybody has when they come here, the fantastic clubhouse you have, makes it very family friendly, and that's so important today, I think, in the world of golf, when we're trying to bring the next generation in. And I think certainly the Ladies European Tour, we know that women are absolutely critical in bringing along the next generation. Kids are much more likely to play golf if their mothers are involved. So I think an event like this is definitely the way forward, and I think if we can make the whole of the golfing community much more welcoming to kids, much more family friendly, golf will have a very bright future.
The big tournament environment is one which will be pretty unfamiliar to most of these young players. We asked tournament director Nelson Cavallero what the players take from the experience.
They get that feel of playing a pro event, what they used to see on television. We try to replicate that as much as we can, and I think we're very, very close to that, and the kids enjoy it. It's a good experience. The courses are, very, very good. Greens are fast. The weather is good. The feel is really, really good, and they enjoy playing in these conditions.
This Kids Championship gives the children a real insight into how a professional tournament would be run and what they're in for if they continue their path in a golfing career. And it gives them the opportunity to compete against children from all around the world as opposed to from just a local area. It teaches them how to meet new people as well and how to deal with other people in a competitive environment, but also the way the tournament is run from arrival and check-in and how they're treated as young adults. It gives them a real understanding of what's expected of them further down the line in their golfing career.
I believe this isn't your first time here at the event.
It's actually, as a parent, I'm here as a parent as well as the Director of Education for Golfing, so it's my second year, but the company's been coming now for 3-4 years. We have a fantastic time when we come. My son plays all around the world for junior golf, and I have to say that this is the most organised golf competition that we've been involved with, not just for the golf but also for the way it treats his families. So we're going to be regular attenders of this competition until he grows out of it.
It's a great course, great weather, great greens, so it's lovely.
Well, there's a lot of water, so it's tricky around their part, but yeah, it's really tricky, yeah.
So time for us to take a look at final round play, focusing first on the under-18 girls, with Jessica Adams of Great Britain and Ines Pereira of Portugal the lead pair.
We both found it quite tough this week, so just go out and enjoy it today and see what happens. I feel kind of nervous, but at the same time good. Jessica is a great partner to be on doing the rounds. We have fun, even though we don't have a great score, but it's fun, and I hope that this round is fun too.
Time for highlights coverage of the final round throughout the age groups then, as we join our commentators Phil Yates and Kim Thomas.
Fun, that's the key word, Kim.
Certainly is. Fine action there from Jessica Adams. Brisk, tidy swing down the left side of the fairway, in good shape. on that opening hole. 470 metres, par 5. Now, by contrast, a more flowing, deliberate style, particularly the backswing here of Pereira. It's his meaty through the ball, really gives it a good thump. Does he knock it past her opponent? Just about. Both in good shape there, Phil.
Yes, the upper age groups in the boys' events, well, they have to tackle the Faldo course, and this is a tough opener.
Yeah, 410 metres of a right-to-left dogleg with an elevated green protected by two very smartly, strategically placed bunkers. Front right and back left. Split level green, not an easy task. The first on the Faldo.
Mind you, absolutely tremendous conditions, and talking of which, that word tremendous definitely applies to the second round of Calvin Holmes' handoff club there. But yesterday he did not make a single mistake. The best round, in my opinion, in the history of this tournament. 63.
Absolutely terrific effort. Pereira. Second shot on the opening hole on the O'Connor. No way she can reach the green in 2, surely. That would be amazing. Good strike, well placed.
This is Neville Reuter from the Netherlands, beginning the round 5 strokes adrift of Holmes.
74-70 so far for Reuter, playing with Holmes, of course. His second, and he greens it. A lot of shallow greens on this course, very difficult to judge the depth of the second shot. Lucas Lopez Azinheiro, 69-75 so far from the Portuguese player in the under-16s. Oh, great effort there.
Yes, the scoring in the under-16s actually has been better than in the under-18s.
Back to Adams on the O'Connor, 3 handicapper. Third shot, par 5. Front pin, never easy. Oh, she made it look easy though. Great shot.
Yes, and Pereira plays off a 9 handicap. So her scores so far of 87 and 85 will be looked to be improved on.
Breezy conditions for this final day. Right to left wind on that opening hole on the O'Connor. No, Reuter. Birdie putt on the first. Fairly long range. Kind of a double breaker. This one goes right to left, then off to the right at the end. Just lacked the pace. Good effort though.
Now this is Martin Baptista in the under-18s. Could still capture this title, but ground to make up. Nice wide fairway. Get the shoulders open.
Nice flight on the shot there. That's in very good shape. What a beautiful setting. Not far from Silves, historic town here in the Algarve.
Azinheiro to make an early statement. Oh, I think he learned a lot from seeing Reuter's putt, but didn't quite convert.
Pereira, right to lefter for her birdie on the first. Oh, nowhere else picked that one out. Well done, Inez Pereira.
Now Calvin Holmes is chipped up to here. Over the last couple of days, the South African doesn't do bogeys.
No. Adams to match Pereira's birdie, and she does.
Quite a start to the final round at the Oceanico World Kids Golf 2018. Awesome Amendoeira Golf Resort, simply resplendent. A golfing jewel on the Algarve, where plenty of home golfers are displaying their talents.
Yes, like Gonzalo Teodoro. Scores of 69-81 over the first 2 days. 2 pars to start the final round. This is his approach on the third on the Faldo course. Just a little short on the left-hand side. Difficult shot. Downhill lie, uphill to the green. Never easy.
Floris Stuenberg, 75-80 so far. Began with a double bogey today, but a par then at the second hole, and looking for his second consecutive birdie here at the third. He made a 3 yesterday. And I think he's going to make one today, Kim.
I think so too. That was superbly played. Amelia Gabin, under 9s group. She's having some fun. And so is her caddy. Well holed. Give me 5.
I think it's a low 5 by necessity.
Now back to Teodoro. His 3rd shot from short left of the green. On the 3rd. Oh, look at the touch on that one as well. This is very impressive stuff, Phil.
Indeed. Now this is João Iglesias, who's the leader in the under-14s, boys. 2 rounds of 71 so far, and you can see why. That bunker shot could not have been better played by anyone.
A big golf course for these under-14 boys, but they're up to the task. Oliver Griffiths from the UK, 77-76. His first 2 round scores. Birdie putt from him, drained. Well done, Oliver.
A total of 12 countries and 3 continents represented here, including the Netherlands. This is Hidde van Breukelen, 73-71 thus far, and a par on the first today, which might be bettered by a birdie on his second. Cracking.
On the O'Connor, Gabriel Sardo, 33 and 31 points so far in the Stapleford under 10s. On the first hole, oh, so close.
Okay, Kim, this is Holmes. Dissect this swing.
Nice angles at the address position. Compact, fairly short backswing. Very neat action indeed, Calvin. Not an easy tee shot, that one, from the elevated tee to the shallow green. Very tall man, makes the club look very small in his hands, doesn't he? Reuter on that second tee. Under 16s. He looks older than that, but he isn't. Very fast action through the ball. Kind of a 2-speed swing, really. Works for him, though.
An outstanding collection of short holes on this Faldo course, designed by the 6-time major champion. Here's Azaniero. Looks like it's nicely done. Indeed. Now, on the topic of par 3s,
One of the great facilities here at the Amandera Resorts is the 9-hole Academy course, ideal for the parent-child annual contest and the only floodlit course in Portugal.
Today we have a surprise here on the 7th hole, which is 4 times European Ladies Tour winner, Rebecca Hudson. Hello, Rebecca.
Hi.
How are you seeing things today? Have you been impressed with what you've seen?
Absolutely. The academy courses and par 3 tournaments like this are fantastic for helping with short game and the kids and the parents playing together. What a great thing it is out here. Yeah, you going to beat me? Good.
We're going to do it closest to the pin. If you beat Rebecca, you get a sleeve of balls up by the green.
Some of the shots that I've seen out here, I've hit what I thought was 2 pretty good shots, and I've so far been beaten by an 8-year-old and an 11-year-old, which is none of the parents yet, which is quite good, but the standard already is good, and having tournaments like this, which I didn't have when I was younger, can only help the future of golf. Playing under tournament conditions as well is great experience for the future, because it's tough, but things like this, while we keep it fun, it's the way forward. some of the young kids, the standard of golf from, 80 yards, really good, and I wish I was that good when I was that young.
It's great to see that we've got some good players out here.
Yes, and it's not an easy hole. You're over water, over a bunker, there's a slight crosswind, so it's not as though we're making this easy for them. It's a good test, yeah.
Now this is Leanne Coquelet, very much on course for the net prize in the under-12s.
On the 15th, shortish par 4. Nicely played approach shot, just about 3 feet from the hole there. Coscahorno is her closest pursuer. Sophie Mardani here. Double breaker, has she got it? She's walking after it, she has, you know. Fantastic.
Oceanico needs to send a statement. Came close to a birdie on the first. Oh, and it's a case of the Nears again.
Back to those two more senior girls, Adams and Pereira. It's Jessica Adams. On the second. Another fairway found. Good birdie opportunity here, 234 metres, a short par 4. And Pereira, her oppo, wide stance. Full commitment, lovely clearance through the ball there, the right hip, right through, stomach facing the target at the end, on the right side this occasion.
João Nuno Gouveia, famous name in Portuguese golf. You were there, Kim, when Ricardo Gouveia was crowned #1 in the Challenge Tour rankings a few years ago.
Yes, a very famous name in this part of the world, Gouveia, and what a good shot that is. Ball above his feet slightly here for Teodoro. Tends to move the ball right to left when that situation happens. Has he compensated? Was he compensated? What a shot that is. Second to the 9th there in the under-18s.
Under-12s over on the O'Connor course. Antonio Costa from Ballura Golf Club. Another fantastic layout here in a country full of them. Like the tempo there.
Has the look of George Coetzee about him, doesn't he? The South African European Tour player. Like the tempo and the result. Solid. Back to Pereira. Her approach to that short par 4 second. Nips it off beautifully. Backspin to boot. That brisk wind is still up there. Makes it a little tougher.
Oscar Lent just outside the top 3 at the moment in the boys under-12s. Oh, heartbreaker.
Jessica's approach to that second. Can she get closer than her opponent? Not quite. Not quite so happy with that one either.
In the under-16 boys, the story is very much Calvin Holmes. He's 1 under 4 today with a birdie on the 3rd. He's gone 25 holes without a bogey. His last drop shot was on 17 on day 1.
It sounds like you're commentating on a European Tour event, Phil. The scoring is that good. Now Jessica Adams, birdie chance on that inviting par 4 second. "20 feet or so. Has pulled it slightly, dragged the putter across the line at impact. Pereira's response. Can she drain it? No, just a little shy of pace.
Now in that under-16 boys, we saw Calvin Holmes' ball disappear into the sand. I think he's looking for a ruling here, because the ball seems to be a little buried and I don't think he's quite sure what to do.
Oceanico for birdie. He's 1 under par for the day. Had a birdie on the 4th, all the rest pars. Great progress so far for him.
In the girls under-16s, Sarah Mardani. We've already seen her sister Sophie hole a really good putt. What about Sarah?
Very good try. Pace was just right. A very short par 3, 113 metres. It doesn't mean it's easy though. Third on the O'Connor course. Very positive strike through the ball. I like to see that. Pin high. Nice.
Back over on the 7th on the Faldo course. Holmes still waiting for his ruling, so Reuter and Oceanico are putting to save a little bit of time. Reuter now 7 off the pace. Puts like that have to go in. Now this is Holmes's caddy taking a photograph of the ball. I think the rules official will turn up shortly.
Oceanico with his very good birdie chance on the 7th. Chance taken. Fist pump. Like it. Pereira on the O'Connor course. Adams is quite close in. Pereira matches it. Water? What water?
Now news from the Saga on the 7th. No drop for Holmes. I think the par streak is about to end. Not finding the green of the par 3 in 2.
This is Emily Finkenstein from Germany in the under-14 girls on the O'Connor. 75-74, her first 2-day scores. Very impressive stuff. But started out today with a double bogey on the first. That'll be a jolt.
Now if Holmes makes a 3 here, that's what they call a worldie.
Beautifully judged.
Amendoira Golf Resort, venue for the 10th staging of the Oceanico World Kids Golf, where Jamie Mann is glad to return.
Yes, Jamie, the winner of the under-12s in 2016, 71-74. His first 2-round scores. Young man from Villamora Golf Club. On the 8th for a birdie, slotted. Very confident player, Jamie.
Emily Finkenstein, Anna Rodriguez and Philippa Capello are involved in a title battle for the girls under-14s.
The 6th hole on the O'Connor is their 15th hole because they started on the 10th. Nicely played, Rodriguez. Hotly contested this section, isn't it?
It is, and what's nice about this tournament is that you see these children grow up over the years. We've seen Emily in the past, and her game is better than ever.
Yeah, lovely action through the ball there, just moving through the shot very well indeed. Ball above his feet here for Gabriel Sardo on the 12th, his approach. You just have to aim more to the right to allow for that, and he's done so. Look at that! Go in! Oh, my word! Fantastic stuff.
Nice tee shot from Rodriguez. Can she hole for birdie? You better believe it. We keep saying it, but it's true. The standard is tremendous. Now this is Luca Randall.
Currently 3rd in the gross competition and challenging seriously for the net as well. Look at that one, rolled right in on the 12th. Really enjoying himself. It's all about the fun as well as the serious competition, Phil, isn't it?
And the serious aspect for Sarah Madani is trying to get into the top 3 in this under-16s. And shots like that will assist the cause.
Hidde van Breukelen, 73-71, 2 very impressive scores from Hidde, from the Netherlands. On the first, good shot they say, and it is.
We've seen some wonderful bunker play so far. Can Capello join the party? I think the answer is yes. Delightful.
Mark Keller from Switzerland, struggling for his par here on the first.
Leanne Coquelet, a tap in to win the net prize in the under-12s by 17 points. For little Leanne, it's time to celebrate a great week in more ways than one, and not just on the course.
Even on rest days, the event organisers here put on a show for the kids, and as you can see behind me, they're having lots of fun with professional golfer Rebecca Hudson.
How did you get into golf?
My mother played, and she made me go and caddy for her, which is kind of role reversal for you guys. And I just went from there, played in an age group championship, and I played golf, and now I'm on the European Tour.
How long have you been playing?
I started golf when I was 13, so quite late, and I'm now 39, so yeah, quite a while.
What are your highlights throughout your career?
Representing my country, Great Britain, Ireland, and leading the top singles out and playing for them. That was fabulous. And winning a tournament on the Ladies European Tour. That was pretty high. Enjoyed.
What advice would you give for someone who wants to become a golfer?
It's hard work. It's very rewarding. Stick with it, enjoy it, and you will get rewards.
What's the best thing about being a golfer?
Travelling the world and seeing fabulous places of the country. If I wasn't a golfer, I would never be in Portugal.
Did you ever have a best friend on tour?
I do, and we met when we were playing for England, and she's still my best friend. We played for England together, foursomes, and she caddied for me in 2 of the wins I've had. So golf has also given me my best friends, and most of my friends actually.
And how much do you practice a week?
When I'm playing full time, every day, sometimes I will practice all day, sometimes I'll just do 2 hours, because you've got to practice when you want to. It's more productive. So little stints, and every day is the answer, but just not all day sometimes.
Was there ever a time in your life when you wanted to give up the game?
Yes, and first couple of years on tour were very difficult, and I lost my passion for golf. So instead of going on the golf course and loving it, I had to look at it like my job. And I had to say, okay, today I'm going to work from 9 to 5 and give myself an hour for lunch, because that's what my mum and dad do. This is my job. And then because I was working so hard, I started playing better, and then I started enjoying it more, and I started enjoying being back at it. But yeah, there was a time and I had to force myself to do that.
What's your go-to club?
My 7-wood. I bought my 7-wood from a friend of mine in 1998, and she just won the British Amateur with this 7-wood and sold it. I don't know why she sold it, and I still have it in my bag. And yeah, it's pretty old, as you can imagine. It's actually older than all of you, I guess. Yes. And it's just a fabulous little golf club. I don't practice with it now because I'm worried that the head might fall off or something, so I just know it works.
Rebecca Hudson, insightful and engaging. Now back to the action and the battle for the girls' under-16s crown.
Philippa Capello from the great Quinta del Lago Golf Club, where I have some fantastic memories of playing in the Open de Portugal with somebody called Sevi Ballesteros all those years ago. So many great courses to choose from in this country. Capello not quite converting for the birdie there, but she's happy enough. Left hand below right for Gonzalo Teodoro. 17th in the under 18s. Go on. Oh, just run out of pace. Beautiful green surfaces here. The ball's running smoothly, not bobbling at all. Good to see. Now Inés Pereira in focus. Third shot on the par 5 11th. Another shallow green, found comfortably by the Portuguese girl.
Koska Horno absolutely dominating the under-12s. By my reckoning, with that putt, he's won the gross by 15.
Wow. And he's loving it. Oliver Kellaway on the same hole. Taps in. Thank you very much. A great day's golf enjoyed by these three children.
Also a great day's golf from Martin Baptista, who shot a 72. So he looks like he's going to win the under-18s title. Just a matter of whether Stuenberg or Teodora can finish second.
Stuenberg's approach. Pretty good off that bare lie. A good lie here for Teodoro in the semi-rough. Should get enough control on this. Oh, he's a little short. He can't believe it. Another yard. That would have been really close.
If playing here can ever be described as disappointing, I think the first two scores of Jessica Adams were, but today it's representing a massive improvement.
Fourth shot for Gouveia on the 18th. Trying to close out his round in style. Get in. Oh, fantastic effort.
Now back to Adams for par. The good run continues.
Gonzalo Teodoro, having just come up a little shy, he couldn't believe it. Can he chip in, make amends? He fancies it. Pin out. Oh, he does now. What a shot. Fabulous.
Which means that Stuenberg has this putt for second place on final round countback. Just about hanging on. Stuenberg's day ending much more positively than it began.
Well, at the first hole it didn't start very well. I hooked my ball left in the bush. I came off with a double, so I was like, all right. Then I made 2 birdies in a row after that, so I was level par again. Then on 8 and 9 I made birdie again, so I was 2 under par. And then the second 9 didn't go really well. Played 7 over par the second 9, I think, so I finished 5 over par. I hope it was good enough to win.
But as we know, it wasn't. Martin Baptista, crowned champion.
The under-14s, Hidde van Breukelen on the 7th, his 16th hole. Pretty good. Good birdie chance coming up.
Keller looking good for at least third place, you would think, with just a handful of holes left. And finally in this group, the champion-elect, João Iglesias. Only 2 over today.
In the under-14s. That is truly terrific. And so is that shot. Right at it.
Yes, and bear in mind, after, as we've said before, opening rounds of 71 and then 71 again.
The Adams-Pereira pairing, playing the 15th. So just 3 holes left after this. Downhill lie. Ball back in the stance. Good tip. Only 1 over par today. Much better stuff from her. Enjoying her third round. Just pulling the shot slightly hard work to get down in 2 from there, and she can still manage a smile.
Now this could be quite a carry from here. Reasonable contact, Kim.
Yeah, nice commitment. I like that. Oh, she's just come up short. That could well be in the water hazard.
The irons of Iglesias are sharp. We saw that on 7. And again on the 8th. By stroke average, this is the toughest hole on the Faldo course.
Now the ball of Ines Pereira did get wet, sadly for her, but she finishes the hole pretty positively.
The O'Connor course sits in the valley. The Faldo course occupies the higher ground at Amanduera Golf Resort, and Hidi van Broekelen's high in the standings of the under-14 boys at the Oceanico World Kids Golf. In fact, he finished 2nd. But Kim, the champion, is João Iglesias.
Yeah, the local boy done good. Fantastic scoring from the young Portuguese lad now. Talking of Portuguese, Carolina Chagas in the under-14s girls, heading for a top 8 spot. Trying to close out her day in style.
Oceanico in the under-16s, tussling with Reuter for 2nd place, and he's shown a lot of character. Took an 8 on the 14th, but rebounded with birdies on 15, 16, 17, and he's in position A on the 18th.
Uphill second shot coming up for these players. Got to find the fairway first. Neville Reuter. Sharp through the ball. I love that aggression. Goes at it. No steering.
Now Emily Finkenstein just about to put the ribbon on victory in the top division of the girls. She just birdied 17 and a nice putt there. Calvin Holmes playing it safe, and why not? A healthy lead on 18. At times it was a little worrying just after the turn for him, but now re-established as the man no one will beat.
And we saw the approach chip from Chagas and her final putt of the 2018 Oceanico World Kids Golf in her section. Well played.
Tell you what, Kim, golf in the Netherlands these days is very healthy indeed. We'll see that in September at the KLM Open, their National Open Championship at the Dutch golf course. So many youngsters coming through, including Neville Reuter.
Yes, the under-16s. Man, can he find this green? Oh, he can. This is a par 5, remember. His second shot there. He's got an eagle putt coming up. Oceanico second. Go on, keep going. Just a little short.
Over on the 18th on the O'Connor. The wind's getting up. Poor old Sarah Madani. A little embarrassing. But at least it didn't happen in the backswing.
We've all done it. Rescue operation in place. Where was the caddy? Calvin Holmes. Laid up with his second shot. There's Calvin. This is his third on the par 5. Straight at it again.
Back to the last on the O'Connor, and Philippa Capello needs something special to secure second spot.
Forcing that one onto the green. Has it reached the upper level? Yes. On in 2.
Holmes tidies up for a 74. That's 63 on day 2. I will repeat. In my opinion, the best round in the history of this championship.
And Reuter taps for his 74. Great clash between those two golfers.
At 3 under par, Holmes beats Reuter by 5 for the title. Oceanico was third. Of course, Calvin's 63 was the platform for success, but he discovered today winning is never easy.
I was 1 under, I think, after 6 holes, and then went into the bunker on 6, was in a foot mark, and we made bogey there. Then my head got a bit rattled. The guy that was 1 under for the day went into the back 9, I think 3 shots ahead, something like that. And then I remember we went 2 shots ahead, so the lead was going away slowly. And then we managed to get a birdie on, I think it was hole 12, 13. We made a birdie there, which was good for us. And then, yeah, we just parred it all the way in, which was nice. And then the guy playing with us, sadly, made a quad on one of the holes, which gave us enough of a lead to just slow down and just play for par.
Jessica Adams, her approach, the final approach, as they say in the aviation industry. Oh, it's a good one too. She's played much better golf today, Phil.
She has indeed, Kim. She needs that for a 73, which is a wholesale improvement on the 2 days that have gone before.
Jamie Mann on the 9th, his closing hole. A very good week yet again for Jamie.
Yes, with a 76 to finish, he's going to finish 4th in the under-16s. Everyone's had such a wonderful time. Smiles on everyone's face.
Sarah Madani is for a par and a 75, best of the week. And 4th place, well clear of Jessica Adams, who will finish 5th. Well done, Sarah Madani.
Yes, I can tell you that Adams didn't make her birdie putt on the 18th. Nevertheless, she's got a tap in for a 74. And I think she'll leave Portugal feeling very proud of that. Here is said tap in. Good stuff today, Kim.
Yeah, good stuff indeed. Inés Pereira, hopefully her last shot of the week, and it is.
Not a day to remember for Pereira, but at least she had a front row seat to watch playing companion Jessica Adams go low.
I played really well today. I really struggled this week, but I had a good round today, so I'm really happy, yeah.
Total of 71 goes to Sebastian Eichmann.
Well, lots of smiles in evidence as the week's competitive action drew to a close at the tournament's prize-giving ceremony. All age groups from 7-year-olds right through to the under-18s coming together to celebrate the conclusion of the 2018 Oceanico World Kids Golf. No tournament is complete, however, without its surprise result. And none was more welcome than the homegrown success of under-18 boys winner Martin Baptista of Portugal, who, playing the final round in Group 2, had a shaky start to his day.
In the morning, my first holes, I played a little bit inconsistently. I made birdies followed by bogeys and bogeys followed by birdies. Then my round stabilized and I made in the last 9 1 bogey and 8 pars. So it was really consistent on the last 9 holes.
And so our coverage of the 10th annual Oceanico World Kids Golf draws to a close. Thanks for watching and join us again here in Amandera in 2019.